And the gathering has begun, and concerns are down to one. Should we clean up or have fun for a while? There's a sweet, sweet stillness.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for joining me. In today's video, I am going to be reviewing Tilly and the Buttons Billie sweatshirt and dress pattern. This has been on the market I think for about a year or so. If not, just correct me down below. I cannot wait to talk to you about this pattern because I think it's another staple that most of you probably already have in your sewing arsenal, but I recently received it about 3 or 4 months ago and I love it. I think it's a great pattern. I haven't had any issues with it. So without any further introduction, let's move into the pattern and the fabric that I use for this project. Okay, so let's get started. Tilly and the Buttons Billie is a really pretty sweatshirt pattern. It has a very nice traditional sort of detail going on. This here is the dress version. As you can see, it has a banded hem as well as banded cuffs. One thing you will notice is this is the traditional sleeve, and if I pause and flip it around so you can see the balloon sleeve, which is my favorite on this pattern. Here it is. I think you can get a good look at it over there, but for your convenience I will pop images on the screen so you can get a really good look of it if you're not familiar with the pattern. So let's just go through the booklet here and I will tell you the sizes that the pattern comes in. So typically they size their pattern 1 through 10, and then it goes through a series of bust measurements in centimeters and inches all the way through to your waist and your hips so that you can make a better analysis of the sizing and choose what works best for you. It also includes the arm length from the shoulder to the tip of your wrist if that is something that interests you, and that's what's included in the pattern. I used a size 4. That just worked best for me because of the finished bust measurements. Hold on, I lie. I did make this pattern for myself, but the one I'm reviewing right now isn't for me, it's for my daughter, and I'm going to correct myself right here. The finished garment bust measurement is a size 3 for the 35-36 measurement, and I fall in between of a size 35-36 when I am wearing a bra, but normally I'm a 34, and I just thought that when I made my version I just use the size 3 just for comfort and just in case, you know, the fabric that I'm using doesn't work very well or it doesn't have enough stretch. So I use mine at a size 3. I cut my daughter's at a size 2. So I'll get into the fabric and a little bit later on, but let's just continue here with the pattern. So this little booklet is so very helpful. It has a lot of information here. They got the jargon buster where they talk about different terminology that is used while you're sewing, such as back tack, finish, trim, right side, wrong side, so RS or WS, understitching, etc. So that is really good if you are new to sewing. And then they have everything you need to know about finding your size. Well, as we move on, they talk about cutting your fabric and the different versions that they have available in this package. They also include a really nice illustration of the cutting layout. So I'm going to pop it in really quick so you guys can get a good idea of what the patterns look like for laying out. I think this is very helpful, mainly because it's all on one sheet of paper and I don't have to go find another version. And that's one thing I like when you buy paper patterns and also independent pattern. They take a lot of time to create beautiful packaging and information to help you with your project. So as we continue through this booklet, they just share, you know, all that you need to know to get ready to sew, how to sew your seams, where your pocket goes, and then they dive right into the project. So for this review, I decided to sew a project for my daughter. She has been wanting me to make something for her, and with the I'm So Festive challenge coming out and the weather cooling down a little bit and Joann's having such beautiful fabric, I decided that I'm going to make her the Billie. It's a great Billie is such a great pattern because of the size range, but the thing is, my 12-year-old is almost the same size as me. Her frame is a little bit slimmer, but she's just almost the same size as me. She's 2 inches shorter than me, so we can really work with adult sizing for her and I don't have to do any alterations. So I picked up this. I'm so accustomed doing videos for myself that I'm just so accustomed saying I. But she chose this fabric. It is a velvet. It's like a stretch of velvet. I'm pretty sure it's more a polyester stretch velvet, or is it velour? One of those. I'll have to go on to Joann's and I'll pop the image and the name of this fabric for you guys, and if it's not on the screen, it's going to be listed down below in the description area. But she really loved this fabric because of the iridescent colors, and I thought, you know, since it's Christmas time, they have this along with all their festive fabrics, that I could include this in the I'm So Festive challenge, and she just loves how it fits her. It has a very nice banded neckline here, as well as a banded sleeve hems, and then a band on the bottom. So I wanted to use contrasting fabric for the hem and the neck as well as the cuffs, but she did not want to do that, and I don't sew for her often and she's interested, so I'm just going to, you know, let her take the lead and do what she likes, and hopefully as she continues to be interested and work alongside me, she'll figure out things that work best for her. Obviously, as a mom, I want to be like, oh my gosh, you have to use contrast. It's going to make it so much more dynamic. But she's not a mini version of me. She's herself, and that's what I have to deal with and allow to happen. So this is the finished product, and I think it turned out really good. Always, Tilly and the Buttons instructions are so helpful. They're very straightforward. Everything is really clean cut and it's to the point. You cannot really go wrong with their patterns. I highly recommend it. I'm going to stop chattering here and move on to the next section because I did get some video footage and a few photos, so I'll include the footage in her 360 and I'll complete the blog and I'll leave a link for that down below. Meet me in the next section and we will close out this video. There you have it. What do you think of her sweatshirt? I think it turned out really good. I have already made a Billie sweater. It is amazing. It is so beautiful. Like, it is the bomb when you guys see it. I cannot share that right now because it's sponsored and it's going to come out on the sponsored site. I can't wait for you guys to see my version. However, hers is perfect. She likes it. It's something that she can pop on to stay warm. She actually has been taking this everywhere she goes. If she wants to throw it on, it would have been nice to have a zipper, but she likes this and she's interested in having another one made. But let me know your thoughts regarding her version, her choice. I thought her outfit looked pretty cute. Let me know your thoughts. She does not wear jeans at all, so it was really difficult to find something to pair it with. She has some skirts, but they just weren't the same color, so it didn't match up really nice, and most of her shorts just didn't go with it. And this was the only pant that kind of worked with it. I know that the color isn't 100% matching, but I think overall the outfit turned out really well. Let me know your thoughts. I'm just really excited that I got to complete a project for her. I don't get to sew for the kids often. They typically don't like me making anything for them. It's nice to have one that is interested in my hobby and loving it. So there you have it, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that it was inspiring, motivating, and that you loved the content. If you did, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. If you have not subscribed, I would love for you to consider subscribing and head over to my Instagram account where I share a lot of what's going on in my sewing life and my life more or less in general. Thank you again. Have a wonderful day and I'll talk to you guys real soon. Bye bye.